Warning: listeners may experience increased motivation, accountability, and personal development. You are now listening to the Think, Grow, Evolve podcast with your hosts, Eric and Jose.
Who would have thought, dude?
Season finale.
We stuck this through. I'm going to take a moment and actually give us props.
Yeah.
I think
Air
we
props.
truly deserve it because doing something like this is something I loafed years on, and I mean years. And like even when I started doing this, I was excited, but in the back of my mind, I was like, when am I gonna drop it? When am I gonna quit it? We fucking did it, bro.
Yeah, we just kept with it, which is pretty cool. Like the fact that we're doing like a little finale and we got a lot of things planned for next season and just upping up the game and just a couple surprises and stuff. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, I think.
It's been a ride, and I think the little journey, learning about you and learning more about each other and like getting people involved and listening, it's just been so fun. And I'm really excited to do this Q&A. Like, I don't know, I've told a lot of my friends this growing up, but I actually had when I was like in elementary school, I used to like watch the YouTubers like gaming, like Call of Duty and shit. And they were always doing question and answers, right? This is like
Q&As.
This is literally a mini dream of mine, and you guys are making it happen. So like, thank you so much. And
and thanks for all the topics and just you like just communicating. Like we see every one of you guys, and we picked some really good some really cool questions today. But we saw all of them. We loved all the ideas, and we're definitely gonna use them.
Yeah, we're even gonna try to answer as many as we can now. Obviously, within a decent amount of time, because y'all don't want to hear us for too long. So, without further ado, let's get started.
First one.
So we're gonna keep them all anonymous, just because
from.
Imagine.
Yeah, no.
So, question number 1: how to focus on one thing instead of taking everything on at once?
Now, this is a really good question, to be honest, because the first time that I heard it personally, this is me. And I think this whole pandemic actually helped me kind of strategize better. But I was always, like me personally, I love just thinking of ideas and stuff. And I love, I guess, kind of claiming that I can multitask. But like, to be honest, like, let's be real. Like,
no,
it's
not a thing. Like, multitasking is literally not a thing.
Like, you literally don't get nothing done like compared to if you just like go balls deep in one focus, then you can get pretty far, right? But I think one of the best things for me personally, what I did was I got one of those whiteboards from Dollarama, and I focused on narrowing down my goals. So obviously I have all these ideas, but breaking them down and writing them on like my whiteboard every day, so I can focus on something instead of just like having no structure. And I think that's another thing for me personally. Writing things down also has helped me a lot, because before, if I didn't write anything down and I just leave everything to my brain, it's like, okay, let's do this. Now let's do this. Now let's do that. There was no real structure. So I was just kind of like a soup of ideas, to be honest, just mush.
Bro, you're a stew because you're a tick. But on that note, I think Jose said some really, really important things when it comes to like focusing on one thing. But I think something I want to add is like, you got to block out the noise. And what I mean by that is like, when you're on social media, when you're on YouTube, when you're on all these devices and you're talking to your peers, why you got to ask yourself the question, like, why do you want to do all these things? Why do you want to make the money? Why do you want to get more jacked? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to gain muscle? Why do you want to get girls and get cars and get a bigger house?
Yeah.
Oh,
why?
The question is why. And I think realistically, if you try to do all those things, you are going to fail at majority of them, or your success that you're making them is going to be minimal. When, like Jose was saying, if you use a whiteboard, if you write things down, or you hyper focus and put all your cards into one thing, not only are you going to get significantly better at that one thing, but the speed at which you get better at that one thing,
exponential.
It's exponential. And then you can tackle another thing in that. And guess what? It's not like you forget all the skills you learned while doing the one task for the last year or last 3 months. You still learned it. But now you can totally focus into something else. If I think I said this in a previous podcast. I don't really remember, but like I'm really big on habit forming. And I remember trying to brush my teeth 2 times a day and meditate 50 minutes a day, read 1 chapter of a book a day, and drink 1 liter of water before first thing I do. And whoa, you can't. Not only is it demanding, but you got to set yourself up for success, right?
Yeah.
And like you got to be able to like start by winning. And I mean, because people, when you let yourself down or someone lets you down or just you get upset, you're more likely to quit. You're more likely to be discouraged. So start with the bar low. Like if start with one habit or start with one goal or start with one it is or whatever it is that you want to do, the one thing, and make it very easy so that you can't not do it.
Yeah, I really like that. That honestly brings me to a quote that I actually read earlier today, and it was talking about how long-term success is on a continuum or almost on like a spectrum, and it takes little baby steps, and the accumulation of those baby steps gets you to your goal, right? So I feel like a lot of times what's that saying? Bite more off than we could chew. And what you were saying is, man, like start of COVID, they were pushing you to be so productive, like trying to get your nutrition right, trying to get exercise, trying to read a book, trying to do this, trying to do that. And like, I feel like there's just I think mental fatigue just starts just by taking too much on, right? So I really like what you kind of put there, and just starting small, just little things, and
plus you guys are all busy. Like we all have jobs, we all have relationships, family members, commitments. Like if you put too much on your plate, like Jose said, you're gonna burn out. So set yourself up for success and do the one thing and do it really damn well and commit yourself to it.
Yeah, make it a habit.
Easier said than done, guys, but like we definitely promise you on this one that if you focus on one thing and make it your like, if you want it as much as you want to breathe, you'll get it.
Yeah, I love that. And just know you're in it for the long haul, right? So I really like that.
Enjoy the process, baby, not the results.
I like that question. Got me to think.
Thank you for that one. Next question. Reasons why you dislike, stay away, or cut people from your life. It's a heavy one.
Well, easy for me because I'm going to do to you, not psych.
Whoa.
Joking.
New podcast partner coming season 2, guys.
Pablo. No, I'm joking.
Pablo and Jose.
Reasons. So can you read that again?
Okay. Reasons you dislike, stay away, or cut people from your life.
Okay. So I think this is probably very personal. This, I guess, depends by person to person. But me personally, I don't really like drama in my life, right? So like it's also not people that don't think the same as me, but like when you just click with some people, I'm pretty sure like sometimes when you meet someone and you have, I guess, similar tastes in music or similar hobbies, or you guys view the world like not the same but relatively the same, you guys just click. And then there's some people you're like, okay, I fuck with you, but not that much. Like there's like a line, right? So
you're saying it's like a feeling.
Yeah, to be honest, like me personally, I think this is more personal, right? But I think there's more of a feeling where, like, okay, like I fuck with you compared to I don't really, but I'll still respect you. I'll still like talk to you and stuff. But like to be honest, like even the last part, cut people off. I feel like the only time I would cut someone out of my life is like if they are not adding to my life. And what I mean by that is like they're kind of like not holding me back, or kind of just, let's say there's always a person that's like, obviously life happens and people get depressed and they have anxiety, but if they're consistently like this all the time, no positive vibes, they think the world is against them, and they like, that's eventually going to rub off on me, right? So ideally I wouldn't want to be with that, like in like a friend group type. So that's the only time I would probably consider cutting someone off, to be honest, is when I can see that I can be better on with without them in my life, if that makes sense, or to sound nice.
I
don't know.
I don't think there's a right or wrong answer here. Like you said, the answers to these or this question specifically, it's very subjective. And like, I mean, life is a super complicated ride. And I think what makes this question like super interesting for me is like I remember growing up in elementary school, high school and stuff, like I thought like getting so many friends was like the goal.
The
like,
shit.
Popularity. Look at my MSN group. I got 18 people online, baby.
See my Facebook?
BBM.
I'm at a K.
Yeah, right?
Whoa.
It's so when I was younger, it was like quantity versus quality, right?
Yeah.
But I think as I grew up, I realized that like I think as opposed to like why do I cut people out of my life, I think I rephrase this as why do I keep certain people in my life? Because I'm very neutral with a lot of people.
Yeah.
In general, like I wouldn't go as close as calling people like my friends to the point where I'll text them and call them or like, hey, you want to go for lunch? But if I see them in public, I'll hug them. I'll say hi. Like it'll be like we're literally like even some of my best friends, like because we live far away, like it'll be months before I see them, but I see them and it's like we're still best friends.
Yeah. That's the best.
So why I keep people in my life, it's like Jose said, people that make my life better, whether that be through memories, whether that be through experiences, whether that be through knowledge, through motivation, like
something like they add to your life, right?
Yeah. And even like just a laugh, like
that
a smile. Like I think one of the big things, and I think we talked about this in another episode too. This is like a summary. Values. Like if you're a person, like one of the things that like I admire about my group of friends is reliability. And I think when you have people that are there for you and you know they're there for you, minus the bullshit, like you're not going to say, yeah, bro, I'm coming, and then they don't show up, or like, hey, dude, this is the plan. Are you down? Down. Like,
yeah,
I love that. I love that about you, bro.
Yeah.
No, you
bullshit.
don't give me bullshit. It's like, hey, yo, Jose, do you want to go to the beach this day? Yeah. What time? Okay. Done.
Yeah,
no bullshit.
I love that. Yeah, no, and man, you are the same way, which is why I guess we click, right? But then, like, yeah, there's some people that want like, yo, like, what, like, just too many details, man. Like it just
another thing is like when I'm with my friends, I like feeling like I'm with my friends. We're not elsewhere, or we're not in our phones. Our minds aren't elsewhere. I like being with our friends and laughing and stuff like that. And like. The thing is, like, some people, and that doesn't mean they're bad people. Like Jose said, it's a feeling thing. Like, not everyone's the same with everyone. I'm different around certain people, too, even though I'd like to think I'm consistent. I am a little different because I'm more comfortable with some people because of that feeling.
Yeah.
If you notice someone's making your environment toxic, or they're always bringing problems, and they're always... I mean, I always take the stance of taking the high road and trying to help them out and stuff. But if it's coming, obviously, like... jeopardizing to your mental health or your health or even like physical danger, I'm sure we all know people that have put us into shitty situations like that, then it's time to maybe reconsider, right? But don't miss the opportunity to be a good friend, I think, to anyone.
Yeah, I think that's a huge thing. Hopefully I didn't come off as an asshole. Obviously I would do that first.
Bro, you're definitely not an asshole.
I'm a really good listener, but I feel like just if it, like you said, if it even gets to that level, I think, like I said earlier, that's the only time I would probably consider cutting someone off, like, completely. But obviously after trying a couple times to help them, because that's kind of like what both of us do, and you do more than me. So yeah, like it's.
But reasons to dislike, I was just thinking about it while you were talking. I hate it when people say they hate something, but they've never tried it. And this is especially a food thing.
I see.
Like, I need a little bit of like adventurous in people I know.
What is that called? Openness to experience? Isn't that a big ocean? Psychology,
yeah.
Right, so people that lack that, right? Yeah. So like,
I don't like closed-minded, and like I've been guilty of being closed-minded, so maybe that's why it bugs me. But like, I like it when people are like, "Hey, have you ever done this before?" No, let's try it. Yeah. As opposed to sushi was a big one. Oh, I want to try sushi. Oh, I hate sushi. Oh, where did you try it? Oh, I've never had it.
It's like, they have like just these biases, these predetermined biases already without even trying it, right? Which is like, that's kind of like what life's about, man. Like, just trying different things, because you never know, right? But
don't knock it till you try it.
Yep.
Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
Your mind went elsewhere, didn't you?
Oh my god.
Pro-rec.
Something just gave it to my mind, but yeah. Okay. Next question.
All right. Next question is, I mean, it's not really phrased as a question, but let's make it a question. It says, setting personal goals and manifesting.
Ooh.
So, I mean, Jose and I, we actually had a whole episode planned for this one. We'll probably still do it next season, but let's talk about it a little. So I'm going to talk about manifesting a bit because I came across a term recently that stuck with me.
Okay.
And you know how people, when you're cutting, what's one of the major things excluding exercise that you focus on?
When when I'm cutting for a specific weight.
Think simple, like exercise and
what I focus on, eating.
Yeah,
okay.
Nutrition, your diet, right?
Okay, I was gonna say something else too.
So there you go,
girls.
Your abs.
Yeah.
With manifesting, there's this thing called mental diet.
Okay.
You actually, the thing about manifesting that like I've become like recently aware of is like the importance of good energy and getting the good thoughts, because your brain will actually resonate and your body will resonate the energy of the thoughts in your head. So what information are you listening to? Are you listening to toxic people all day talking shit about other people? Are you listening to those men out there who are like, oh, women suck and like this blah blah blah, like, oh, because of women are this way, we'll never find girlfriends? Are you listening to people who hate people of other cultures and races and sexualities? If you're listening to that negative shit, guess what energy you're bringing out?
Yep, the exact.
But if you're listening to people succeeding, you're listening to people working hard, you listen to people putting in effort, you're reading books about like how to get better at your one goal that you set, not multiple, because you're an efficient motherfucker.
Boom.
All of a sudden, like, I can't put it down to like an equation, but like this, when you're in line with the universe, shit works out for you. And I can only tell you to trust my personal experience, and I know you guys have had it too, you just might not remember it, but when you're on the universe's path, you feel it.
Yeah, no, and to be honest, like once you just get a little bit of like of a response or a little bit of feedback to show that, you know, like you're on the right track, it's almost like the first time I started seeing results from working out. You get hooked and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna continue doing this journey, man. Like it's one of those things that, okay, so like quick little story as to how I even got like the jobs that I'm in now. So first year I went to a job fair. I never used to do this before. And I went to a job fair, and it was just like for my program and stuff. And I was always picturing myself, okay, like I see myself as a trainer here, blah 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 blah, meeting the owner here and here. I got his card. But the bad thing is that he wasn't taking anyone that wasn't certified, which is unfortunate. And I think that was like my first semester there, and this program's only 2 years. So then he comes back third semester. So I'm in my second year now. And he remembered me. I'm like, okay, looks like I probably left a good impression. And then from the start, he's like, yeah, you're in. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, shit. But I was consistently picturing myself there. Not only that, I also put myself out there. I never would have got that if I did not go to that job fair that day. Obviously, I didn't see the results of it instantly. But see, this is the other thing is that, like you said, the universe works in weird ways. And sometimes if you stay on your journey, it will reward you. And it rewarded me. So that's like a little story, I guess, that I had to say. So
yeah, and sometimes these coincidences are so like unexplainable that you truly like you can't just let it say, oh, chance. I don't believe. I watch Batman, so I don't believe in coincidences.
You don't believe in that, yeah. It's very hard, yeah. So it's just trust the process, man. Right? Do you have any stories? Well, I guess. Well, maybe how you got into your thing, but I think you already said it, right?
I have like a mini story, and I'll keep it short. But I was on a drive, and I always listen to the same podcast. It's called Shit They Don't Tell You. Plug. So I was listening to it, and then so I slept over at my girlfriend's house, and I was driving home, and then I didn't finish the podcast, right? So obviously, when I go back in my car, what should be playing? The same episode, right? For no reason at all, my phone started playing a podcast that I haven't listened to in maybe a year or two. I love it, but I haven't listened to it in a long time. And it was it was a time when I was feeling a little bit low, and this podcast like not only lifted me up, but made me feel amazing. It was by this psychologist or this speaker named Tara Brach, and it gets freakier. So not only did this podcast like almost put me into tears of how like much it was amazing, because she did like a therapeutic meditation of like forgiveness and forgiving yourself. So I'm in my car going like, whoa. That day I had to leave her house because I had school. And sorry, I not school. I was attending a seminar that my friend just sent me a random link for. Like I didn't have to pay for it. It was free. Guess who the guest speaker was? Tara Brach. No bullshit. That's not possible to be a coincidence. It's truly not possible.
Damn. What are the odds?
It's not. Like with the amount of speakers on the planet, with the fact that I have like 50 podcasts on my phone with each having 200 episodes, and to boot, I wasn't even listening to that podcast. I was listening to another one. Like, it's not possible.
Yeah, like even like the studios that like the first time I went to the job there, there's millions of or maybe not millions, but there's quite a few personal training studios out there. And the fact that he came back the same time, like during when I was doing my program there, like I was like, okay, let's see how this goes. But the world just works, man. That's pretty cool.
Fucked, right?
That's pretty cool.
I think we got obsessed with that one, but let's go back to the setting personal goals. And again, I think we're gonna use this as a topic for next season. But
yeah, definitely will.
Some definite 2 points I want to say, because we already talked a little bit about writing things down and narrowing down on one thing. But when it comes to actually setting goals, I think set a goal and find out why you're setting it. Like you truly want to understand why you're doing something, because guess what? The days that you don't want to do that goal, that's what's going to get you through. Also, sometimes we want goals like we want a purse. We want goals like we want a video game. Like we want it now. But do we really want it? Yeah. Do we really want that relationship? Like, I don't even know her, but like I'm infatuated with her. Do I really want that Ferrari? Like, think about your goals. Also, a big thing that I do is sub goals. Like when I write a paper, for example, my goal isn't to finish the paper. My goal is to finish 1 page of the paper by today. Or by Tuesday, finish 3 pages of the paper. Okay, 1 week before it's due, I want the paper done so I could edit it. So I always have sub goals that I'm meeting to not only make it more manageable, make it less stressful, and to keep me on track. And then, a lot of the times how it actually works is like, oh, on Tuesday, I'm going to get 1 page done. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to try to get 3 pages done. On Monday, I might feel like shit. Wednesday, instead of writing 3 pages, I'll write 7 because I feel good. But as long as like I have that like little bar, it's like an achievement in a video game. Yeah. Set the sub goal, hit it.
I love that. And just to kind of like add on to that, like me personally, I'm more of a visual person. So when it comes to my goals and my sub goals, I have like this plan. I don't even know if it's called a planner or I don't know. It just has like all the days of the year. And I love planning things that I have to do in advance. And I used to do this on my Mac and on my phone actually before. And I like setting certain days. Okay, I have this appointment to do here. Or let's say I want to finish a specific book. By this week, I'll finish 1 chapter. I always give myself a little bit more like wiggle room just in case, because I know life does happen, right? But I love just writing my goals down and also having them like physically on a piece of paper. The other thing that I also enjoy is having a whiteboard, right? So let's say I have kind of like my little sub goals of the month. I write them down and I erase them and I write them down every day, just so I can like, kind of like consistently remind myself and hold myself accountable too, right? Because like
also manifesting that shit.
Yeah, right. It really helps me when it comes to just achieving my goals. The other thing that I also am planning on doing, because I'm more of a visual person, is I'm gonna get a poster of my dream car and put it in my room. Every time I look up, I just look at that bad boy. So it just kind of like
smart car,
Audi R8.
Nice.
So it's my dream, first gen. That's it's my baby. But just like these like for me personally, those are the things that work a lot. Like just seeing it, right? Like on a calendar, on a whiteboard, could be a poster. So that's what really helps me, to be honest.
Yeah, guys, make your shit real. Go after it. Go after it hard.
Balls deep.
All right. Next question. Any investing tips?
Boom. So anything, we'll probably talk about. Obviously, we're not financial advisors, as they say. But
in fact, I'm broke, so don't listen to me.
He's lying. He's rich. No, so if anything, we'll probably talk about like our own little personal experiences. But so investing tips, as you guys have probably heard, we've been teasing it a bit. But I'm in the stock market. I've been in the stock market since 2018. Experimented with weed stocks. That didn't go so well, so I learned. So I'm now in dividend paying stocks. So solid companies that pay you just for owning shares. And I'm also in some REITs, which are some real estate investment companies. And I'm also switching towards ETFs now.
And OnlyFans. Eventually.
And I'm not in crypto. I'm still learning about that, but I may dabble my toes in a bit because there is a lot of hype on it. But I might get there. But yeah, I'm just like me. I like focusing more on the passive approach. So I know there's day traders out there and stuff, but like that's not me. I'm more of like the passive approach. I'm gonna buy companies that are already well established and that have a good record of paying their dividends to their shareholders and just make my money work for it, right? So that's my approach that I've been doing. Also, not a lot of people know this, but I'm also in real estate. I bought my first property when I was 21. Don't ask me why, but just to be honest, I'm trying to think what I was really thinking, but so far it's
bro, you're making it sound like it's a bad thing. It's a good thing.
Like it's very good thing. It's paid off like probably like 5 times, but it was a very interesting experience. One of the things that I would advise people is learn from someone that's done it before. And that's like kind of the approach when I first invested in the stock market. It was just cold turkey. I just went off of the first couple links off Google, and okay, now I do a lot more research. I look at just a couple people's different opinions from YouTube, from these Facebook groups, from just my own research. It's a lot more in depth compared to before, and just learning from other people that are smarter than you, right? So, if anyone has any questions when it comes to just like buying your first property, because I did learn a lot when it comes to mortgages, like lawyer stuff, just all this interesting shenanigans. It was definitely a learning experience, but I think when it comes to investing is probably a lot of people are probably going to relate to this, but there is a fear, I think. Fear of losing your money, or fear of
no doubt,
right? And I think
money
that's
not being in your control, chance, the gamble.
And I think that was probably one of the hardest things for you. And I'm like, yo, fucking put your money somewhere. And I'm happy you finally did. But like, I think investing tips is there's a lot of different things you can invest in, but I think the best thing you can invest in is yourself. As cliche as that sounds, like if you can invest in yourself, in your education, and just your well-being, and just your health.
People don't take that one serious.
Like if you can do that, then you can go educate yourself on anything out there, whether that be crypto, whether that be stocks, whether that be real estate, whether that be a business, e-commerce, anything you want to do. Like it's I think one of the best investments you can do is yourself. And any niche you want to get into, surround yourself with people that are better than you at it. Learn from them. Be a sponge. So what about you, Eric? What do you invest in?
Bro, this question's all you. Legit. Like
Not really, no.
Jose made the joke that I'm rich. I'm very much not. Literally, COVID and all the money I had is going into my schooling so I can graduate without debt, and that's the goal. But the little move that I made was just going through the bank, doing mutual funds because of how reliable and safe it was. Yeah. It's actually been like surprisingly profitable because like money just made money, which is kind of fucking crazy. But at the same time, like I haven't done the financial literacy research. I haven't done a lot of that stuff because I would say 90% of my energy has been in schooling and saving money, which definitely has its own perks. But when it comes to investing, it has its weaknesses, right? So I think, again, everyone has their own sort of path. And I think Jose's, like, having a friend like Jose who teaches me some of this stuff is already helpful. And I think we're going a little bit two different routes, but at the same time, like, we're helping each other out on both ends.
Same finish line. But another thing that you just brought up, which I think a lot of people should listen to, is we're both two different people, but that's another thing I think when it comes to investing is being comfortable at the level of investor you see yourself, right? Like mutual funds and ETFs, I'm going to try branching into ETFs more. It's such a passive approach. Like for mutual funds, like they do it for you, right? And it's you're just chilling, right? Like if you want to be the more active and do these other type of investments, by all means, right? But I think asking yourself that question, like, okay, what do I really want to get into, right? Like, to be honest, like it is a lot of work getting into the active side of it, right? But
yeah,
there are a lot of passive approaches, which is what you're doing, and really proud for you, man.
Hyper focusing on the educations.
Yeah, and it's just on the side. Look at that.
All right, I think we got time for one more, dude.
Bang it.
So the last one we have here is how to avoid drama or avoiding drama. Oh boy, guys.
Well, yeah, kind of what I said with the first question is I kind of just, like me, to be honest, how I avoid drama is I've honestly got to the point where I just, like, usually when there is drama, there's usually one person really, let's say, just telling a story or just letting their emotions out and stuff. Me, I think I feel like it is inevitable. Like sometimes you can avoid it as much as you possibly can, but I think it's just part of human nature, to be honest. Right? So I think instead of avoiding drama, because you're not just going to be like running your life like, oh my God, like don't come near me. I think it's going to come near you. I think how you react to it, I think is a better way of looking at it. Right?
Big time.
So when drama does come my way, I always try seeing from their point of view. I don't try, or from multiple points of view. I don't just think of like my way and my biases, because I know they do get in the way. But I actually try to understand the other person or just the situation. And to be honest, like I give my advice, but kind of as you said before, I'm kind of like of a no BS type of person. So like if I realize like, okay, like this is too much for me, like call me or text me when this is all done, because like I'm not, I'll tell you my 2 cents and I'll help you, but like beyond that, man, like it's on you, right? So like how I avoid it, I think mindset, I don't know, just
I like the whole reframing of like, because reframing it to like how do you react to it, because like you said, a lot of drama is inevitable. I think when you're in high school and you have a lot of guy friends and a lot of girlfriends, and friends are sleeping with each other and partying and doing shit, like
it's just there.
So if I had to actually give tips to like someone who maybe wants to avoid more or less drama or have less drama in their life, is one is be honest. Like, I think in hindsight, I said a lot of lies in high school and college and stuff to save my own ass in the attempt of not to cause drama. But getting caught in a lie causes way more drama.
It's another one.
It ruins friendships. Guess what? Like if you tell the truth to someone, it's going to hurt their feelings. It's going to hurt a lot less, and it's going to take a lot less longer if you tell them the truth.
Yeah. And I think that's a lesson that I learned really late in my life, because I feel like a lot of like, man, like I still say white lies sometimes just to like not say the truth. But then like when you don't say the truth, sometimes it just bites you in the ass, then some. Then
the drama really starts.
And then it's like, and now you're even more involved. Before you were just kind of like a spectator POV type of guy. Now you're in there.
Yep. And you're the cause of your actions, and like it sucks. It does.
Yeah.
And depending on the drama, there's different types of drama.
It definitely does depend, right? But I love what you said. It just kind of, fuck, just had a brain fart. What'd you say?
About just like be honest.
There we go. Honesty. Have you done that recently?
I mean, I'm guilty of like saying white lies and all
white
this
lies
stuff to protect
stuff.
I mean, one thing I'm guilty of, and this has nothing to do with drama, I'll get back to that, but like when someone like points out a mistake I did, I like making excuses of like, oh, I didn't mean that, or I can't believe I put that. So I do lie about that.
I see.
Hate that about me.
So
but I've been catching myself.
Okay.
But yeah, back to drama. Another thing, another mini tip I would say to avoid my past dramas is like, there are certain people who start.
Oh, okay.
They start the drama.
Or they
spread
like
the
it.
drama. They pour
like
gasoline. You know the scene in Joker where he like gets the gasoline and pours it on his half of the money?
Yeah.
Some people like watching it, and I thought it would go away in high school. I've seen it in my like adult workplaces. I've seen it in offices.
Mm-hmm.
It's there.
Some people just like it, yeah.
I don't want to sound like pessimistic saying this, but like be careful who you tell your stuff to. Like if you have something that like you don't want people knowing, whether it's a secret, whether it's a lie, whatever reasons you have that you don't want people knowing, be careful who you tell and be careful who you trust. And like Jose said, if something comes out and drama started and you're in the middle or you're on the sidelines because it's your best friend or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, how are you going to react to it? Are you going to make it? Are you going to make the drama bigger? Are you going to make it last forever? Are you going to deal with it?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the less you have it on your head, the healthier it is for you. And I know sometimes, like, I think me growing up, I liked the feeling of having drama because I felt important. I felt popular.
Yeah.
Or whatever you want to call it. I remember, like, I'm still guilty to it. Say a girl said something to me and I thought it was ridiculous, so I tell my boys, and then my boys tell their boys, and then she goes, oh, I heard you're talking about me.
Oh, shit.
Ask yourself, and this is a common theme, guys, like, why are you doing what you're doing? Why are you telling everyone that this person talks shit about you? Are you doing it because you want them to hate them? Are you doing it because you want to feel secure because you were hurt? Like, why are you doing it? And it doesn't make you a bad person, but at least you can understand sort of your own why you do the things you do.
Yeah. I love that. So, just rephrasing that question, because obviously, like, I don't think you could avoid it 100%. Like, I think you can, but at the same time, I think it is inevitable, right? So I think you will encounter it, but just how you deal with it when it does come your way is definitely up to you, right?
It also depends your personality type. If you're a fixer, you are going to be in drama because you got to fix the drama. If you're an irrelevant person, and I don't mean like you don't care about shit, but like shit doesn't faze you, you won't be in as much drama. But it's a lot, like, I'm a fixer, so it's very tough for me to say like, oh, just be irrelevant. What would you say you are? Fixer, irrelevant?
I think it depends, to be honest, with who the drama's with. Because, like, I think this is another thing is, like, if it's, like, close family drama and
you win there.
Depending how, like, let's say, like, I'm the cause or they're talking of me, I'll be like, yo, like, wait, what? I'm in there and I'm going to fix it, right? But let's say it's kind of like a second, third cousin's friend's girlfriend.
I've never seen you in social drama.
Right?
Ever.
Like, I'm going to be like, I'm out. like I said before, like, I don't know if this is just me. I'll say my 2 cents, but like, yo, like, tough tit. I'm out. So,
you know, I have a problem with breaking up fights.
Yeah.
I can't help it, dude. It's like, I know. It's like a pull, a force in me pulls me to like, no, they can't fight.
Yeah, that was a funny time. We probably might talk about our drunk stories one time. Yeah. That was this guy's just too good of a person. He had to stop a fight.
Almost gets arrested.
Yeah, and then obviously me being the beautiful friend that I am, I'm like, fuck, this guy's getting swarmed, so let me get in there too. Got clocked in the lip, but it was a fun day. That was a fun day. But yeah, see, drama just happens sometimes, man. You know.
Dude, we got to tell the story now. We can't just leave them off with half details.
Okay, say it.
So one night, a couple years ago, I would say 4 or 5 years ago, we went to a classy club, and you don't see the finger quotations. It wasn't classy.
You'll see it next season.
And long story short, late into the night, we were having a great time. Super liquid
fun.
Confident. Yeah. And then I noticed this girl swinging a fucking Hennessy bottle at another girl. And like, I'm very in tune with my thoughts of like what I'm thinking at the time. Yeah. I saw red, bro. I I sprinted at her because she's swinging a Hennessy bottle.
Yeah.
So I just like football grabbed her, but she was holding on to the other girl by her hair.
Oh, that must have hurt.
So within like me trying to like separate them, all of a sudden I see Jose grabbing the other girl. And somehow I think we like pulled out their hairs because we just yanked them off each other and like got rid of the Hennessy bottle.
Yeah.
And I looked at Jose and I was like, "This is why we left." Like it was such a moment.
Yeah, that was funny.
Then so I'm walking like all excited because like I was happy that like we broke up a fight, and then like strangers were like, "Yo, there's blood on your back," and I was like, "Fuck!" Jose's like lip was bleeding or nose or something, and all of a sudden the bouncers pull us outside and we have to go talk to cops and stuff.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Do you remember the girl's sister who was trying to fight me outside because I touched her? She's clapping her hands. She's like, "You don't touch my sister."
Man, like just alcohol, just what alcohol does to people. And the other thing I think that something that you kind of missed out there was the fact that everyone was just recording and watching these two people fight.
Oh my god!
Right?
That's the shit that gets me.
Like, and then no one. I swear this is there. What is this, like the bystander effect in like psychology or something that they talk about? Is that the more like people,
someone else will deal with it.
Exactly. And guess who that someone else was? This guy. And then like,
hell no.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. For like a split second, I'm like, fuck. Cause like I'm under the influence and I'm over here like, do I get involved? But I'm like, fuck, like he's my boy. Like I kind of gotta get involved. And then like the second is, I'm like, it literally happened within a second. Like, but I feel like it slowed down in my mind and I'm like, okay, let me just get in there. So yeah, that was a dramaful moment.
So the question was how to avoid drama, and we told them how we got into drama. So don't do that, guys.
Yeah.
It's just story time.
Yeah, there was also alcohol, but
no, there's no alcohol.
Good times. That was funny. Yeah, just ended you guys off with a nice little story time.
Yeah, guys. We want to say thank you so much for all your support this season. This question and answer has been really fun. I hope we can actually make it a thing for future seasons to come.
110%.
Jose and I also have really big news coming to you guys soon. We're just teasing it now.
Yeah.
We don't want to say too much, but we got some exciting news coming for you guys, and we can't wait to share it with you. We're just like sorting out a couple more things. But yes, next season we're going to have tons more topics, tons more of us. Hopefully a video is going to be coming soon once these pandemic rules start being so silly.
Yep.
And also interviews, baby.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna up our game. We have like a couple things planned, which I think you guys are gonna be intrigued about. One of them I think is fucking hilarious. I think it's funny, but when you guys will know. You guys will know. And yeah, we'll definitely do a video for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll that'll be a funny one. So just be on the lookout for that. And yeah, like we looked at I just want to thank all the people that just contributed to the stories, and just if we didn't tackle your question or your topic, like we read them all. We got ideas, we took notes down. We're going to
You guys gave us content for like a solid 2 or 3 seasons.
Yeah, like
at
we
this
love
point.
We love all the feedback. We love just you guys like talking to us. Just I don't even know how to say it. Like what? Like
and all the trolls too. Like I laughed at a couple of the responses. Thank you. Yo, mama.
My mom is. You know who you are. But yeah. That one. There was a lot of trolls, and that one made me laugh. I was like, ha. I'm like, true. But yeah, no, I just wanna tell people that I appreciate you guys. You know, just this is fun. It's fun, right? What do you think?
I love this so much, and I truly am so happy that this has actually been a thing. And like, I'm sure I've told this to people. I've told this to you. Jose and I never started this for the clout or for the fame.
Fucking clout. We're still like grandpas when it comes to this.
That's the point I'm getting to here, dog.
Oh,
but like, this has been so fun and so liberating. Like, it's been just so nice talking about things that I love to talk about, and get to chill with my dude.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, we're definitely gonna. We don't have a day when we're gonna start season 2, but it's not gonna be long.
Yeah, we're getting right back on the horse, baby.
Yeah, we're just preparing. We're just leveling up. You know, getting the video in. Got a couple surprises, and yeah, Just gonna
Gotta get
level.
Machine Gun Kelly to answer his text messages. And
Yeah, fuck. Shit.
on that note, guys, we love you so freaking much.
Yeah.
Much love and peace.
Take care, guys.